Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for the weekend's match day player ratings for Fulham versus Arsenal. Obviously, covering Arsenal players, obviously, and obviously, as you can see, I've got two guests who join me to go through it all. Russ, obviously, how you doing? I saw you yesterday, so
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. Fine, thanks.
had a good Sunday.
Yeah,
Lovely.
not too bad, mate.
Yeah. Also, yeah, especially when that look down the road bottled it again.
Oh my god!
In Jose we trust. Jose in is all I'm saying. Keep it going, Jose.
Yeah,
you lunatic. And also you can see Albert JTV. Oh, how you doing, Albert?
good man. It's good to be back, right, man. It's been a while since I've been in a show, man.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks, but as I said, off backstage, we've both been absolutely manic on our respective channels and all that, doing the streaming and uploads, this and the other. So, but yeah, long time coming. Great to have you back on.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
So yeah, we're going to get into it now straight away with the goal. We'll start for the goalkeeper and work away all the way through to the manager and all that. But yeah, Leno, what do you rate his performance yesterday? Because obviously, Albert, you said yesterday you didn't get to watch the match live. You'd be able to watch it back and find somewhere to watch it. But
yeah, it's mad. Yeah, it's more trouble to try and watch the game on the rerun than to it's mad. But you want to start with Leno. He was solid enough. He saved us in the first. Was it within the first minute, 2 minutes with the mix-up with Gabriel? But yeah, because some people were saying to me, "Oh, but Maitland-Niles' pass was," and I thought it wasn't that bad. It was more so to do with Leno and and Gabriel. But yeah, Leno was solid, man. It'd be interesting to see. I'll give him a 7. I'm going to give him clean sheet as well, innit?
Clean sheet as well, yeah. But yeah, let's be honest, it's Fulham. He didn't do it, as I said. As I said in the watch on, he didn't have much to do. Literally, there was no threat from Fulham at all.
I'll give him a 7.
And also, okay, 7. And also, with Leno as well, there was a lot of pressure on Leno anyway because of the fan base, the reaction to Martinez and everything that's gone on there. So there's more pressure than what would normally be with a comeback. So
yeah,
to be fair, he did do it. Yeah. Russ, what would you give Leno?
Yeah, I'll go with a 7, mate. Yeah, he didn't really have a lot to do. I think he only had, apart from that mix-up, I think he only had one shot that went straight down his throat. And yeah, he wasn't really called into action. So I think a 7's fine.
Yeah, and as I said, I think the 7's pretty fair all round really because didn't have much. As you said, didn't have much to do. It's not like he was called upon a lot. One save, one little mix-up there was there between him and Gabriel, as Albert mentioned. But
yeah, Ryan, I was going to say, I think the key thing for Leno is going to be this season. We know his ability with shot stopping. Most goalkeepers are good shot stoppers. To be honest,
distribution.
Yeah. You just said it. Yeah, it's going to be distribution, man, because he takes too long.
He did it a couple of times yesterday, but not as often as he used to. So maybe something getting coached. I'd say I can coach that out of him. Well, this new goalkeeper coach can coach that out of him.
Yes, yeah. So that's the thing I'm looking at from this season, most definitely. Who's that? Might check.
Robin S. And keep big up everyone. So yeah, I say 7 again. 7's a fair, as I said, 7's a fair score there. As I said, a lot of pressure as well because of what's been going on with our fan base. And as we know, the players are well aware of what our fan base is, how they've had, especially on social media.
Oh my god, Twitter's the worst. Twitter's the worst. 100% worst. Instagram's not even that bad.
No, Instagram's actually the best one out of the lot. To be honest.
Yeah, it is. To be fair.
Got some Facebook groups though. Some of them are bad though.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. Yeah guys.
Hey, Taib.
Oh dear. So we're going to do the 3 centre backs first. We'll do the wing backs. We'll start with Rob Holding. Russ, what would you give it, Rob Holding yesterday? He didn't have much to do. Didn't make any mistakes. He did a little bit of Henry-esque at one point.
Yeah. I thought he was pretty good, mate. He won. I think it was 100% of his tackles. I read somewhere, and he obviously had his little foray up the pitch, didn't he? Where he was Camp incarnate, wasn't he? I think that I didn't think he put a foot wrong, to be honest, and I think he had a lot of pressure coming into this because he hasn't been that. He didn't have a great time after lockdown, so I think I'll give him an 8, to be honest.
But also with Holding, out of the 3 centre backs we had, he was the actual experienced centre back because Gabriel's just come in, and Tierney's not even a centre back as well. So again, you said there's more pressure on him to perform as well because obviously Louise has got a neck spray apparently and whatever. Socrates looks to be on his way out, thank God. Mustafi.
Never had a beef with Socrates. I always thought he was a good player. Gave 100%. Yeah.
It's just
he was a good professional. He was a good professional.
Yeah, I think the league itself is pace-wise a bit too much for him as a whole in certain games. If anyone had a bit more pace than him, that's why he got caught out. He went too far up and got flat-footed. But again, we need to, because the players were getting in, we need to get rid of some of these players for a bit of money.
Honestly,
so Socrates and Mustafi.
It's the wages as well.
Yeah. Again, this is all Ivan's fault. Most of it. Socrates is. Yes, yeah. Socrates was Ivan as well. Yeah, so this is all Ivan's fault, putting these bang average players, with all due respect, on stupid wages.
Spot on.
Hence why we've got Ozil refusing to leave because no one else will pay that sort of money.
No, they won't. Not even America or China, I don't think.
No, and it just does my head in. And when as we've touched on before we came on, a certain person on our YouTube platforms, so we say, constantly having things to moan about. And his most recent thing is, we've got Deadwood still in our club. I'm like, it doesn't help. We're in a pandemic, and we've got a short from transition from the end of last season to this season.
Yeah,
and you've got to work all it out. Got a few weeks left, by the way. Don't forget that. But we're in the pandemic, and these players the players that are Deadwood have got interest from other clubs are refusing to take a pay cut to leave. What can we do? There's nothing. We can't fucking do anything else. It's not like with Henrik Mkhitaryan. There's a club interested. He wanted to go there. He was willing to take a pay cut, so he terminated his contract. So there's no fee involved. That's quick and done and dusted. The likes of Mesut and all that. It's just like you're in an impossible position. You've got your foot. The fact he's willing to run his contract down says how much he respects the club.
And I think it also shows his ambition as a footballer, really. He's not really going to take his ball and go anywhere else, is he? He's just quite happy to sit at home and play Fortnite. So, I mean, if I was on that money, I probably would as well.
Yeah. Especially sponsorship he gets on that as well, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, Adidas and all that, yeah.
Well, he lost
that one, yeah.
Yeah. But, Albert, what did you give Rob Holding yesterday? Obviously, following from versus 8. Did you agree with that?
You know what? I was seeing some of the social media activity talking about Arsenal's defenders, and they're saying that it is typical Arsenal to have 8 or 9 centre backs, and 5 of them are injured.
Yep. Now for them 5, we want to get the score.
Yeah. You know what it is, Ryan and Russ, right? This is what I don't understand with some of our fan base, right? And I'll say some being the key word before people start jumping in the comments. When Arteta came in, right, for as long as he's come in and the players got playing better and this and that, I thought, okay, yeah, but you still can't trust these guys anyway. So if you want to ooh and ah about the players that have been at the club for like 3+ years, but you still want to get better players in, we're going to have a squad of about 300. Like you can't have it both ways. Either you want the players gone, i.e., a Socrates or a Mustafi or a Guendouzi, whoever it is, but you can't have it both ways. So, Rob Holding with me, I'm kind of, what's he, 25?
About 25, 26.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Yeah, like a few weeks ago, I looked at his actual career appearances, like in league appearances, even when he's at Bolton. He's not had that many, you know. It's about 60. It's about 60 odd, 70 odd.
He has had a lot of injuries, to be fair.
Yeah, I just think. But yeah, yesterday he was solid for me. I would take him down the notch because obviously I'm thinking the other players I'm going to give marks to. So I'd give him a solid 7.
The most Premier League appearances he's had for Arsenal in a season is 12. So and that was in 17-18.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, he's here.
We also got to consider he was out for over a year with ACL as well.
Yeah. So it's a mixture of injuries and
Bad
him
form
not
as
really. Yeah, I look at him, guys, and I think what's he good at? What's his best thing? What would you say? Yeah, that Rob Holding is well renowned for that. I can't think of anything.
Yeah, I think he had one good appearance in the cup final, and that was he lived on that for a while, didn't he?
Yeah. So yeah, solid 7 out of 10, right, mate?
Yeah. For me, I took a with Albert. Actually, I say 7 out of 10. Okay, but if he had a bit more to do,
Yeah.
then and he did well and all that.
He turned into Burkamp. Come on. He deserves an extra point.
You have to give him an 8 for the keep me up, isn't it?
There was literally about half hour after the game finished, a clip that mirror to mirror.
Yeah,
It was on Henri doing the exact same thing. It was literally side by side, and it was literally like, it was Henri. I'm like, how you got out your way to do it, but fair enough. But hell, that was going back. That was like 2002, 2003. That wasn't that good game.
Long time.
Yeah, big up Richard in the chat as well. By the way, he just joined
Big
us.
Richard, I'm going to show him how to be angry and negative.
Go on, Rich.
He says Holding deserves a 9 for the keep-ups.
See, he's on my level, you see. He sees what I see.
I love Rich, man. I love Rich's positivity, man.
Oh, exactly. Again, this is what the sort of channel I want to create: positivity, like he's doing over his channel and yourselves and all that.
Yeah. He is.
Unlike certain other people that are less positive, so we say. I'd rather graft and work my way up through the ranks. And not have the negative feedback constantly 24/7. But
well said.
As long as he's getting money, that's all that counts. Apparently,
that's all that matters, mate. It's a money business.
That's it, isn't it?
Oh dear! You watch it. One of these minions has come across this and gone, "Me, look what he said about you."
Listen, yes, YouTube's a small world, man. It is.
Oh dear! It is what it is. I don't care.
Yeah, of course.
He knows my opinions on him, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
I'm positive we've got the best manager in Europe. Okay,
you know what? I was
got a point there. I'd say.
You reckon? Yeah.
I don't think there's many managers that win sort of 2 cups in a couple of months, is there?
Especially when he inherited the mess that he walked into.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Boxing Day away to Bournemouth? Who would have thought before that game kicked off? Obviously, that obviously things have turned around in a couple, like pretty much like that. Performances will be better, and we'd go on and put a cup run together. Not knowing about COVID and all, but go on and win an FA Cup and still stay in Europe. But even though we finished 8th, but we're still getting Europe by that way. And things like that.
He beat COVID as well, didn't he? So he's unstoppable.
Yeah, and then amongst all that, you've got Gabriel Martinelli on a year to the day of his signing for the club. He extends his contract.
Yeah,
the Saka buys into a long-term deal, and as from what we're being told, Aubameyang's at some point going to confirm he's on a contract with us at some point in the year 2022.
It is. To me, that is a madness. I'm sorry, but I don't understand that.
What does my head in? It's been done and dusted. The amount of opportunities Dev had to announce it and
announce it.
Yeah,
it's just like
I don't understand that at all.
90-bolt thing. Aubameyang next to Herbert Chapman. That's it. And then what was it? 4 weeks ago, he puts a tweet out himself saying, not even saying, just that hourglass thing. That must have been the longest hourglass in the world.
This could only happen at Arsenal, man. Our transfer dealings are mad.
Only Arsenal.
But it is what it is. As long as it's all done and dusted, at some point it's going to be announced. So I'm happy. But I'm saying all them things are positive things that have happened that would have happened under the old manager or head coach. Sorry, because now
first team manager.
Promotion on the eve of the season as well.
Guys, you know what they're saying? I think they're saying just before the start of the season, Arsenal to win the Premier League 40-1.
Yeah,
about 10-1 now, lads.
Listen, man, I'll find a tenner and go to the betting shop. You listen. Yeah. Stranger things have happened, mate. Stranger things have happened.
Oh, of course.
Leicester winning the league.
Yeah. Even Mitch has said that as well.
Yeah.
Stranger things have happened. Leicester, it touched on Leicester City. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Winning the title after literally season before, staying up by the skin of their teeth.
Mad.
Anyway,
it is mad.
Robin saying Marley to be our cheerleader. Okay.
When they saying he's going to be back,
I think end of mid fully up playing wise.
Yeah.
About mid to late October, I think.
That's a good thing. Like, yeah, that's a good thing. Even with the likes of Mari and Gabriel and Saliba. Like, I know a lot of people saying towards the end of last season, Arteta, I'm not sure he wants to play a 3 and that, but he's got the flexibility to play a 4 or to play 3 centre backs. He has. You got the left-sided centre back in Mari. Saliba can play probably with the right of a 3 or in the centre. Gabriel has never even played in a 3. I know that for a fact because he played in the 2 for Lille with Jose Font. He hadn't played in the 3. And remember, the French league didn't even come back after Project Restart.
Well, that was the thing, wasn't it? Gabriel hasn't really kicked a ball in 3-4 months, has he? So
exactly. Richard, we're Richard, actually, I'm not going to mention the betting shots. I'm going to get right in trouble. But just whatever bookies you want to go to, Richard, put it on, mate.
Put it on, yeah. Bet responsibly.
Yeah, put a 10 on Richard for me. Give me your bank details. Inbox me your bank details, and I'll send you the money.
Like one of those emails you get.
Yeah.
Oh dear. He also says Mari will be back in time for the second lockdown.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. This is the thing. The season's just started. We're literally we're in fear of the season being completely called off because apparently there was a meeting Thursday, Friday, or whatever. They're saying if another lockdown happens, even early on in this, if it happened like this week, they'd call the season off. Apparently, I mean, we'd win the title, but after with one game tie.
I know we're top of the league, man. I forgot to put that in the
title. Yeah, unbeaten without conceding. Yeah,
100% record. Better than
that's it. Come on, Gunners. Another 49 games to go. Come on, boys.
It's relegate Fulham again straight away. Down you go.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh dear.
And Leeds.
So I think we all go for holding, didn't we?
Yep.
Holding, yeah.
Next one, apparently the man of the match from BT side of things. Gabriel debut, got a goal, got a clean sheet. Albert, what would you give him?
Because Thing just said, he hadn't played any football for months, and he's playing in a formation that he's not played in before or system. Debut, new league. I would give him. You know what I thought he did particularly well in the first half. Like, Camara's not a prolific striker, but he's pacey and he's a physical specimen. And there was 2 points in that first half. He just dealt with him like he was nothing. Like, physical presence, imposing, very very good long range passing. And apart from like the little hiccup in the beginning, I would give him. You know what? Because it's his first game in a while, I'll give him a 9, man.
9?
Yeah, a lot of factors. Give him a 9.
Yeah. Just before we move on, Mark Green's saying in the comments 25-1 to win the Premier League.
Right, okay.
It's definitely gone down already.
Yeah. I should have done it.
We've gone from 40-1 to 25-1 after one game. It's happening, boys. As Rio Ferdinand said, we're back.
If we lose, touch the wood, we don't lose to West Ham, but then that will go back up. Trust me.
Oh, of course.
But we should beat them. Going by their match yesterday, we should beat them.
I was about to say, I watched them yesterday. If we don't batter them, I'm asking questions.
But you know what is a typical West Ham though, right? It's true. Any fan knows this in football, right? They only turn up for the big games. They only turn up for probably 7 or 8 games of the season.
Yeah, that's what I said I said to Ryan yesterday. They're either on it or they're not.
Yeah.
But 85% of the time they're just bang average.
Yeah, spot on, 100%. And everyone knows that. They'll probably turn up next week.
Yeah, definitely. Well, London Derby as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
London Derby, yeah.
Oh dear. Richard's saying as well, Gabriel played like an angel. I like that.
Yeah, I knew that would come up, yeah.
Did it
He's nicked my line.
Yeah, I saw one of the guys was talking about Gabriel. He said that well, a well-known fan anyway, he's an Arsenal fan. He said that Arsenal should be tried for fraud because they they should not have got Gabriel for that price. We've got a bargain, we've got an absolute but we did. For the clubs that were interested in him, that tells me all I need to know.
Yeah. Yeah, United were in for him as well, weren't they? So
Yeah.
I think we've done bloody well there, to be honest.
Yeah, 22 mil.
It's nothing. That's a steal, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Russ, what would you give him?
I'll give him a 9 as well, to be honest, because I think Robin S just stole my thunder a little bit. I think he's showing me love. He got 100% tackling, I think, and as I said before, he hasn't kicked a ball in months. So to come in, start, and just put in a performance like that. I know he had a bit of a ropey start, but he made a lot of passes as well. I mean, his heading was phenomenal for me. He was on everything. He was headering everything out, and he got the goal as well. So I'll give him a 9. Yeah.
Okay. I've got to agree. Solid 9 for someone, as you said, hadn't played a game of competitive football for months to come in on your debut, and again, it's a London derby. I know the opposition wasn't exactly to the standard of what he'll be getting. He'll get a better, like West Ham next week. Will be get better competition. You'll get to see a bit more of him and things like that. I think he's, as I said last night, I think his first real test will be our third game against Liverpool, like proper.
Absolutely.
We've got Mane, Salah, Firmino, and all that.
Yeah.
But
it's like I said to you yesterday, Ryan. That's the acid test, that Liverpool match.
Yeah. Well, I say that, but then look how they defended yesterday against Leeds.
Well, we watched it, didn't we? And some of the defending was.
It didn't look great. It didn't look great.
It was like they were rolling back the years when they were at our standard.
What Van Dijk Van Dijk made another mistake, didn't he?
Yeah, I think apparently there's a stat gone out now that apparently he's made out of the whole entire Liverpool squad. He's made the most mistakes leading to goals.
He has since post lockdown. He's made the most errors leading to a goal or something.
Yeah, that is a mad stat, man.
Absolutely crazy, but yeah,
it was all over by then, wasn't it? They'd already won the league anyway, so.
But even in that, but it's say this, but the form's sort of carried over because of the Community Shield. They didn't exactly take us apart. We had a mixed 11. There's a mixed squad that day. We didn't have our full strength.
Yeah,
as in like Lacazette's, Pepe's, and all that back. We didn't have all them. We didn't have a full army to hand basically. And then yesterday, Leeds newly promoted at home, and Liverpool at home as well. You would have thought that being newly promoted at home against a newly promoted team, they would all make an example as champions to put Leeds to the sword and put any doubts at the mind that they might drop this title this season. But obviously, they didn't do that. So, but back to Gabriel, it's again as I've said before, he scored a goal, got a clean sheet, apart from one small hiccup in the first couple of minutes, but he didn't phase him. He just watched that at his head, and they continued and had a flawless performance after that. And so 9 out of 10 for me. More than happy to give that. Kieran Tierney, their centre back. We're going to go with Russ for this one.
Yeah, I thought he played well, considering that's not really his position, is it? I think it's not really, is it? So but he just went seamlessly in there. He's becoming our Mr. Reliable. I think he didn't really put a foot wrong, and I think he really helped out Gabriel there, to be honest. And I've got nothing else really to put forward about him. He was just solid, and I think I'll give him an 8, to be honest.
Okay. For me, I'd give him an 8. No, I'd actually give him a 9 because he didn't. Again, not really tested, and he's not. He's a left back. The centre back itself isn't his position. He's playing out of position technically.
Yeah.
And again, it's a flawless performance by him. So I can't really complain about him and diss him or anything. He did the job that was required for that position and kept the clean sheet again. And he led by example as well. This is a guy who just came. And I know he's played for Chelsea and all that, but this is his second season now. And he's taken a more of a leadership role and helping, like being vocal. If players aren't putting in their weight, he's not afraid there and then to call him out. Even our captain, he's not afraid to call him out if he's at things like that. Albert, what about yourself? Well, I say that you actually saw.
I saw Richard's comment. No, because he knows how much I love Tierney. I've made no secret in.
Oh, Tierney, he's another level. He's absolutely.
He is, because right, you make a good point about the Celtic thing, because like this is what I'm saying. I think with some Arsenal fans, right, like, I mean, how much I love Arsenal, I like to watch football generally speaking. So Scottish football, Championship, whatever, La Liga, whatever it is, and like you can find quality players within a poor team or a good team, maybe not in a stronger league. But Tierney was linked with Arsenal a long time before we bought him, even back when Wenger was the manager. But I said to some people, they're like, "Oh, Celtic, what are you talking about? Like, plays, it's only Scottish football." I said, "No." I said, "Trust me. See this guy play for Scotland and Celtic. He's different class, man." And I think a lot of Arsenal fans are starting to kind of see it now. People know I love Kieran Tierney. I make no secret of it. He's my man crush. But because even when he played yesterday, if you hadn't watched football and someone said to you, "Oh, no, but you know what? He's meant to be playing left centre back as a free." Yeah. You're thinking, but he's been getting forward more than Ainsley Maitland-Niles. So, but Kearney's very good. Both, he's the opposite of Hector Bellerin in both facets. So he's good at defensively and offensively.
And he can cross.
Yeah, because when it's with Aubameyang, when he's like, if you look at the goal he scored in the Community Shield, and yesterday, every single time he looks at Aubameyang's left, who's running past him? Tierney. Yeah, he's there. So I would have gave Gabriel a 9, innit? So Richard, just to prove that I'm not, biased for Tierney, I'm going to give Kieran Tierney a solid 8.
Okay. Before we go on, Robin says here he's professional enough to know he only needs to play a 7 out of 10 to get the job done, and knowing not to overdo it and overthink things like that.
Yeah. I think the least you can ask from any player is a 7, to be honest. So that's the way that I sort of score things.
Yeah.
But again, Kieran's. I've said it before. Kieran's our best left back.
Yeah, he is.
That we've had since Ashley Cole. Yeah, and even then, he's got the potential to be even better. Obviously, if he stays with us long term and things like that.
Hang on, you didn't rate Andre Santos? Come on.
He's still swapping shirts with Van Persie at Old Trafford today.
Yeah, he's that memorable that even Arsenal forgot about to add him in what was it? Gabriel's announcement video, like the next new Brazilian to join the club.
Yeah.
You had Eduardo's, Roberto's, obviously David Luiz.
Yeah.
And all the players up until Denilson.
Oh,
Santos. Santos wasn't even mentioned in that video.
He liked his fish and chips, though, didn't he?
Oh God!
He had one good game technically with us.
That was his first game. I think it was his first game as well.
That was it.
Yeah. Literally came on as a sub for that. I think. I can't remember. He started. He came on as a sub. But second half, got the ball for a couple of minutes and bang. And we all thought, oh fucking, we've got a good guy here. He can attack. We've got a left back that can attack. Fucking hell. And then obviously, as we all know, that's a fucking bluff.
Yeah, the thing with Tierney, that I think when we get our centre backs fit or whatever, I think we have to. With Tierney, he has to play left back or left wing back. He's wasted. He can play as a centre back or left of a free, but he's wasted because he offers too much defense. He offers too much offensively to have him as a left of the free at the back.
Yeah, Dublin and Hemp says when Martinelli was playing, him and Tierney had some great link-ups, and again, that's true.
Yeah.
But it's also, as you said about Tierney, about the overlapping, it's sort of for me, it's a bit of a throwback to as it was when Ashley Cole's at the club, him and Perez down the left-hand side. Yeah. They're constantly, with one was a bit further back, the other one was overlapping, things like that. So you still
combination, yeah.
And if it's Eddie, he can cross the ball.
He can also work with Aubameyang on the left as well. So.
Yeah, he does. But that ball over the top is on all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
I mean, Martinelli's first goal was a Tierney cross.
Yeah.
It was pinpoint to where he needed to be.
Brilliant header, I remember.
So Celtic, any Celtic fans ever come across this? Thank you.
What did we get Tierney for? 25 million?
Still. Again, I even asked that, like you say, Albert about watching other leagues and this, that, and the other.
Yeah,
I knew about Tierney. I knew about Tierney
Yeah.
for a while.
exactly.
So when it was obviously been linked about 25 mil, and I was like, are they sure? How long has he got left of his contract? He's like, he left or something because he's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Being like Chelsea have just paid 50 million for Chilwell, and Chilwell was not as good as Tierney.
Oh,
And you know what? And the funny thing is, if you speak to a lot of Leicester fans, there's a lot of them that don't rate Chilwell.
No,
Really?
They think he's terrible.
Yeah, they're not.
The new left back scored for Leicester yesterday, didn't he?
Today, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Oh, today,
yeah.
No, what is it? You notice that not one Leicester fan has kicked off. I had a whinge about
they haven't. You're right. Spot on. Yeah, it's true. It's no secret to Chilwell. Yeah.
Yeah, but good luck, Chelsea, when he does come back to play for you. Good luck. 50 mil, idiots.
I know. It's a lot of money for a fullback.
I know, but that wasn't really a position they needed strengthening in the first place. That's all central. The defence is what they need sorting.
Defence,
and they're going to buy Thiago Silva.
I tell you what, speak to some Chelsea fans, mate. They are not happy with their left backs in recent years, man.
They won't be happy with this one either.
What's it? Emerson Palmieri and what's the other geezer? Alonso. They're just
Alonso, yeah. Zappacosta.
Oh God.
No, remember when Moses had that breakthrough season? They signed him for a few years, and obviously that breakthrough season. They all thought, "Fucking hell, we've got this fucking fantastic right wing back, one season wonder." Look, he's now into Milan playing under Conte. So
there you go. Yeah.
Oh my days! But yeah, the overhype, and then literally the best bit was the following that season in the FA Cup final when he fucking tried to get penalty and got done for diving.
He got done for diving. Yeah.
Good on him. Go on, Victor.
Oh dear. We're gonna go for the wing backs now. We're gonna go for right wing back. Hector Bellerin. What? Again, didn't do much really. Didn't have to do much at all. In terms of defensive wise, got forward a bit and looks all right. I'd have to give him a 7 for myself, just because it didn't do too much. He didn't do anything wrong. It was just it was okay. It wasn't a standout performance that you could say he was really tested defensively, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And again, going forward, some of his crosses was a bit.
That's not his raison d'etre, is it? It's not his main. His crossing's always been. It's not been great.
Always. Yeah, spot on.
But even as a right back in general, in this day and age, you're meant to be part of your bread and butter. It's sort of, don't get me wrong. There's a few times where he looked his end product was okay, but then that's something he's got to improve on. I think if he used to stay and not get sold this summer, that's something Arteta's going to bring home to him, because if he doesn't, he's got the likes of Ainsley that can switch over, or Cedric in the wing, wait, take over. That can actually.
Saka could even play there.
Yeah. So we're gonna go with Albert next. What would you give him though?
My mate Hector Bellerin, man. Actually, he's probably one of the few Arsenal players I feel safe talking about.
Sure.
Like, in comparison to someone else that Arsenal, as we well know, Jesus Christ. No, I agree with you, Ryan. Like, he wasn't. The thing I've always said about Hector Bellerin, I just said it about he's the opposite of Kieran Tierney. I always say to myself, I say to some Arsenal fans, and I was like, tell me, convince me, like, why do you still hang your hat on Bellerin? Tell me, like, because he can't. His crossing ability is not great. Cedric is. I know he's only been in the club 5 minutes, but Cedric's been playing in the league a long time. He's been in the Premier League a long time. His ability from dead ball and his ability to cross is much better than Hector Bellerin. He's probably a bit better defensively, but yeah, Bellerin was solid. I thought we we was getting high up the pitch on both sides of the pitch, but primarily down our left-hand side with Maitland-Niles and Tierney. A little bit on the right-hand side, but not really. But yeah, Bellerin was solid enough. The thing with him, the irritating thing with him, or the thing that he does a lot, is he always cuts inside. He doesn't hold the flank.
Yeah.
So for that, he was solid yesterday. So I'll give him a 7. He played some good through balls to Aubameyang, actually. He almost created an assist when Aubameyang went around the goalkeeper, but then
Yeah.
the guy was in line to clear it. But yeah, I'll give Bellerin a solid 7 out of 10.
Yeah. I mean, before we go to you, Russ, Robin says in the chat, Bellingham's passing, quick feet was brilliant. He's getting fitter because he looks much sharper after what he was solid. Again,
He was solid,
we're
yeah.
not just,
Right on.
he wasn't really tested.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, we're just saying he wasn't really, because of basically the caliber of a position we've had yesterday. And again, wasn't really tested. If the players we've given 7s and all that were tested a bit more, and they still put that same performance in, the rating will be a lot higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nothing against Bellingham or nothing. We're not a channel like that. We don't go, we don't like you, so we're going to give you a poor fucking rating and slag you off every week, no matter what. You scored a hat-trick. How dare you? 10.
Yeah.
Got to give you a 10. Damn it. Before we move on as well, Dub and Heaps asked a quick question. Do you guys think Saliba is playing against the Hammers? It would be an ideal game for him. Arteta's hard to second guess.
He is. That's a good point. The last bit of that question, because I think people will say, "Oh, because of the COVID and we've come back in the run of games, so team selection is not going to be easy to predict." But even with that, I don't think it's easy to predict with Arteta anyway. West Ham, I would assume Antonio's going to play up front. He's very hot. Yeah. So it's hard. Who knows? He might do. He might not.
Saliba's a big guy, but obviously you'd want to bed him in nicely, wouldn't you? You would prefer to play him in an easier home game, which West Ham arguably should be.
Yeah. But
I think at the beginning of the season, we've had a good 3-0 win. I think we should stick with what we've done in the last match. I would be more than happy just to stick that team out again in the next game.
I think it probably will be, I think I'll be surprised. If you look at it and say to yourself, what changes could be possibly made for West Ham? I don't think there would be.
No. Not at the moment, no. Unless obviously something comes up during the week where someone gets a knock or something like the last couple of days or something, then fair enough. But hopefully that doesn't happen. And don't try to fix something that doesn't need fixing, basically. Again, Richard's saying here, Fulham's Hector was dreadful, by the way.
He wasn't great. He
wasn't great, no.
Did he get booked? He committed so many fouls.
One booking, and then after that, he did like 4 or 5 fouls. Literally studs up into our player every time. Nothing. And not even a VAR review, nothing.
Don't want to talk about agendas. No agenda.
No, because literally I'll get attacked in the group chat later. Bloody hell. Not even mentioning the word agenda. Even if
all right, we'll ban it going forward. We won't say it anymore.
That's the buzzword, isn't it? Agenda, isn't it? Honestly,
the buzzword, yeah.
Even when I say it in a jokey way in the group chat, it's like, oh no, for fuck's sake, it's clearly a joke. I put the fucking laugh out loud for crying out loud and things like that. Seriously. Oh my days. But yeah. Russ, that was it. Did you give your rating, didn't you?
Bellerin, no, Bellerin for me was just it's a 7. He didn't have a lot to do. He made a couple of nice short passes, but he didn't really have a lot to do. So as I say, my base score is a 7. So he didn't really do anything more than a 7 for me. So yeah.
And again, before we move on to Ainsley, Rich is saying Hector got away with it as he had great hair.
Great hair.
Oh dear. Again, another question is coming from Robin. What do you think about the change in officiating offside? They only called it after the play has been ended. So basically, the referees the linesmen have been told they can't flag for offside. They've got to wait, even if they think they believe that person's offside. They've got to wait for the play to end, either get goal scores or whatever. Then the VAR, they're going to put the flag up from that. And
what's the point in that? That doesn't make sense.
I know. It's just ridiculous.
So you're going to carry on, even though The linesman knows the player's offside. Just for him to go and score, only to raise it off.
Raise it, disallow the goal, and then we start from where the offside initially. Yeah.
Do you know what I think it might not be a bad thing? I'm going to use the one example. Was it last season when the linesman tried to give Aubameyang offside at United?
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. Yeah,
it's right in front of him as well.
Yeah. So for that, just for that, good question, Robbie. For that question, then I'm not against it because that was ridiculous last season.
Yeah,
honestly, about 3 yards onside, he's put the flag up.
Again, as I said, Aubameyang was right in front of him. Maguire was on that side of him. Aubameyang was right here.
Yeah, and he still gave offside. It's madness.
Oh, bro, this is like seriously couldn't make it more obvious. So it's I'm not gonna say the word, but more obvious.
Yeah.
Dabbing thinks that actually wastes time. I get what he's saying, but it's also wasting time. Then, if, say, for example, that person isn't offside, he puts a flag up, and obviously you don't. That person could go on to score a goal, whereas obviously if he doesn't flag it, that could still happen. But it's still raise the flag, and they can still trick it quickly. It's definitely not. Then they're going to be, because like we said, fucking Aubameyang literally way on side. Maguire's over there, and he's offside. Richard said the flag stays down now to allow the play to continue. This is what I was saying. They then raise the flag and then it goes to VAR to check. Much better than stopping the game when it wasn't offside. That's what I'm saying. That's the argument I'm saying.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah, didn't think of that.
Yeah. Let's play left wing back Ainsley out of position again, but a versatile player that we all thought a few weeks ago was at the door going to Wolves. Suddenly, one game changed everything, and he's staying put.
Everything's rosy. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's like everyone's acting like it never happened. Like we never were on the verge of accepting a bid from Wolves all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Okay.
Madden.
Let's start with you, Russ. With your view of how Ainsley was yesterday.
I think he was really switched on. Really, he didn't really. Again, I think it's the same as Bellerin. Really, he didn't really have a lot to do. He wasn't really. There was not much pressure put on him. He didn't really overlap very much. But I think I'll just have to give him a 7, mate. It's good. He was solid, and nothing more than that.
Just a quick update. Chris Davidson on Twitter has put out a tweet. Someone else has retweeted it, and he's hashtag AFC. A local resident tells me that both of Aubameyang's Lamborghini SUVs left the Emirates Stadium around 7:30 this evening.
Okay.
Let's go into
both of them driving both.
Is that for driving the other one?
Lacazette driving the other one. Lacazette can't afford one, so he has to drive Aubameyang. Also spotted was club photographer Stuart McFarlane. It's only a matter of time now. So here we go.
Oh God, yeah.
We're going to drag it out even more, are we? Okay. The evidence is staring us in the face now. But why is both cars? I'm going to say one car, but who's right? Unless it's like a family. Yeah, unless his brother's come over and he's driving it for him and all that.
His agent, well,
yeah. It's got to be family. It'll definitely be family driving the other car. But but we're going to announce it. Come to the stadium, both your cars. We're going to do this. Take your photos. Do all your filming, and use your cars as part of the announcement video. It's got to be. The way they've dragged it out, it better be the best announcement. It better outdo the fucking the original announcement when they signed the fucker. That's all I'm saying. The fucking amount of time they've used to drag this out.
Oh God.
Oh dear. But sorry, Russ, you were saying.
No, I just a 7, mate. He didn't really do anything more than that for me, to be honest. He was solid, but he didn't really have a lot else to do, to be honest.
Yeah, I think if we go to Albert, I'll give my rating. I think I agree a 7. As we said about Hector, not much to do. Solid performance. Again, it's down to the opposition because the standard opposition was so poor. It's the reason it's at 7. If it had been better and obviously been tested and still had the same performance or better, it it would have been higher ratings for these guys. Because there's no disrespect to them. It's just Fulham are that poor. We can't be all giving them 9s and 10s and all that because they weren't really tested.
No.
Here's one that's going to be interesting after Albert. What was your rating for Ainsley?
I'd say solid 7 as well. I think the good thing with Ainsley, and it's probably going back to even the end of last season, he's very disciplined. He goes forward at the right opportunities. He sits in when it's the right time as well. He's probably realised, you know what, I'm not going to get into the team at centre mid, so left wing back, right wing back, what it may be. But yeah, he's very disciplined, and that's good.
Yeah.
We're going to need that. You can't just be. Yeah. You need a bit mixture of both. So yeah, 7 out of 10.
And I just touching on that as well, outside of yesterday's game, that's something again that Arteta, another positive thing Arteta's done for the club, and with Ainsley himself, because Ainsley was obviously, we all saw that infamous interview when Enemy was at the club just before he got sacked, where Ainsley was like, I'm central midfielder, I want to play central midfielder, if I can't play it here, I want to go somewhere else, and all that crap. And obviously Arteta's come in and explained that still not, I still can't guarantee your central midfield, but I can guarantee your games in this position, that position. But and initially dropped him for his attitude and all that, but suddenly that was a kick up the arse that finally he got something out of Ainsley. Yeah. And since then, Ainsley has been flawless, and we haven't had no issues with him on or off the pitch.
Very good. Yeah,
no, we haven't. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Robin, just before we move on to the next one, was it necessary to have Ainsley make the nice overlapping? Both him and Kieran were covering the same ground.
I didn't think that when I watched that yesterday.
But also, I think with Kieran, the reason Kieran was doing it because he's used to doing it, whereas so that sort of forced habit, which again against a better opposition, Arteta will be like, "No, you used to stay put," and only if worst case sort of thing and things like that. Next one could be an interesting one because everyone's considering this has caused the meltdown yesterday. Mohamed El Neni.
With the Egyptian party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, who's seen that clip on a certain other channel that says where they had a fan who said, "We don't need Partey. We've got Xhaka. Xhaka could be potentially better than Partey."
Ryan, I'm glad you said that. Because it's like even I don't get football. Maybe they're not Arsenal fans, but I don't get football fans. When you're comparing certain players, it makes no logical sense. No, it's like I was plugging like Richard agree with me as well. Like for someone like I said ideally someone like a Thomas Partey and Abdullah Doucouré would absolutely transform Arsenal's midfield because they're two type of players that we don't have. So I saw someone tweet, "Oh yeah, but Doucouré is not better than Xhaka," and I thought, why would you say that when they're quite clearly not even the same player? Like they're completely different. You can't compare to it. Just that's what some people they say things. I think, do you actually really watch football? Because it makes no sense to make that comparison.
Oh no, it just doesn't. It does my head in. It gives because it's a channel. It's on as well. It gives the rest of our fan base a bad light. That's the ones that talk sense, that know what we're talking about.
It is madness. It is.
But we just pretend to know what we're talking about. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's an opinion. That's all it is. It's an opinion.
Yeah, but we're honest about it. We're not trying to be fucking world experts in football here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our club. But yeah, El Neni for me, flawless for me. Absolutely did the job that was asked of him yesterday. No, again it's Fulham, but looked confident on the ball. Didn't panic. Didn't stress out. Got the ball. Distributed it. Didn't hold on to it too long. Perfect for me. So I have to give him a 9.5 for me.
Well, higher, man. Boy,
more than Gabriel. That's more than what I would have given him, but yeah.
Go on, Ross.
I was going to let you go first.
Yeah, he was absolutely flawed. He did nothing wrong. No mistakes were in him whatsoever. Considering, as I said, when I mentioned him, the meltdown in our fan on Facebook and all social media in general was like, "Oh no, what's Arteta doing now? We know better than Arteta out already." Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I mean, even against Liverpool in the Community Shield, he didn't really do much wrong. So, all right, I know a lot of us never expected him to play yesterday, but yeah, he played really well for me.
To be honest, I don't think he played for Arsenal again. If it did, I'll go further than that.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, you know what it was? I thought I would have given him an 8. I thought it's one thing just being neat and tidy, but you need to be a bit more progressive in your passing. So, I don't remember him playing too many sideways passing. He always looked forward.
Yeah.
He's more mobile than Xhaka. So yeah, I thought he was really good at actually. So I'll give him an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And Russ?
Yeah, I think I'll go with Albert. I think I think he was an 8 out of 10 for me. He was passing a lot forward more than anything else. I think he completed sort of 12 attacking third passes, which is really good, and I never expected him to do that. He was comfortable on the ball. He's got an engine. He was literally everywhere on the pitch, and that's an 8 for me.
Yeah, so Ryan, Robbie makes a good point. He says his comment, the last bit especially, like, and then he's been at Arsenal a long time, and to the point that me personally, I don't know what you guys think, but I don't ever really recall seeing a lot of him, to be honest. To even have an opinion of him to say, oh, can he offer a bit more going forward? Does he just sit in front of the back four? I don't know, because he's not playing for us enough in a consistent run of games.
Yeah, exactly.
So this season will tell, really.
Assuming that happens, yeah. But it does look like that. It does look like that as well.
It does. It does, to be fair.
Just hope it doesn't back us on the backside.
Yeah, but to be fair, I think that if Thomas Partey comes, I think you'll see Elneny moved onto the bench, I think.
And also, you can use him in cup games like the group stage of the Europa League, the Cup, things like that.
Yeah.
So he'll still get game time in the first few months as well, between now and January. So, because we're saying this, we could be in another lockdown by then. So do all this, get Partey, the day after.
Yeah.
National lockdown.
Yeah.
Elneny's been at Arsenal for 5 years.
That's a long time.
5 years.
Yeah. DWTT says Elneny and Xhaka were quiet out on the field. Few negative plays between the two of them. I like that. I think Willian helped with that. Helped being there weren't as many errors or we could make mistakes as well, which we'll get onto Willian in a bit. Obviously, just as you touched on there, Xhaka. We'll go to Xhaka next. Russ, what would you give Xhaka yesterday?
I think I'll have to give him an 8, the same as Elneny, to be fair. I mean, they were both doing a lot of attacking passes into the top third. I think they were always passing the ball forwards, and not sideways. So, and his positioning as sort of a deep line playmaker. I think he does it really well as well, and he was actually moving the ball round quite well as well. So, and he actually had 4 attempts on goal from what I read somewhere. So, I mean, he was getting into good attacking positions. So, yeah, I think I'll give him an 8.
Yeah, Robin's saying Partey equals game over, midfield locked up.
Yeah. Apart from Alwa.
Apart from that, of course. Albert, what about yourself?
Mr. Granite. I think I'm stuck in between a 7 or an 8. You know what it is? I think because when we play 3 centre backs, and I said this, last season it allowed Xhaka and Ceballos a bit more protection with the 3 centre backs and the 2 wing backs, and then again the same. It allows them less sort of margin for error, sort of thing. I just think that system helps Xhaka. I think if he plays in a 4. No, it's not
he's
good,
got problems. Yeah,
you're
right.
Big problems. Xhaka, I'd give. God, I thought I gave him only 8. I'll give Xhaka a 7.
7?
Yeah, because I think Elneny was a bit. I thought Elneny was better than him personally.
See, I'll give him. Obviously, give him, as you said, Elneny has a better game. So that's why I'd give him.
It's hard, isn't it?
It's
I think I
hard.
also have to give him an 8 because he didn't get a yellow card either. So
For once,
an extra point.
That's a good. Yeah, to be fair, you're right.
Yeah, I'll give him 8. I'll give him 8 as well. Yeah, why not? Let's be generous for once, because a couple of weeks' time, you could absolutely man, we all slag him off.
He'll get sent off within the first 10 minutes. Yeah.
So let's make the most of his positivity for him. Before we move on, again, another question. Hi guys, how watchable are Leeds? We're blessed to experience Bielsa's methods, even if it's just for a year or two. Absolutely love the way the players run through walls for Bielsa. Yesterday, as you saw in the watch along that we did with me and Russ, and we was like, and we had people in the chat saying the pressing game they did against Liverpool was absolutely phenomenal from start to finish. And
it's a good point you make, Ryan, because I think a lot of people saying when Leeds sort of they had a period in the Championship where they just blew out after a certain amount of time because the press game got them playing. They're just saying the Leeds players were just knackered. That's why they fell off the sort of radar, not got promotion in the last couple of years. But so it'd be interesting to see how they get on with the pressing game for the remainder of the season, because if they're going to do that, especially particularly with the run of games that we're going to have, they might do it. I don't know. There's obviously a fit group of lads, but it's going to be tough to do that for the course of the season.
Oh dear.
He's always nailed on for a yellow card, though. So
most of the time, because it's sort of in his nature. Sort of what we knew that's when we bought him. Talk of new signings though, recently, Willian. How can we? Literally, Chelsea's rejecting some regions apparently, even though Chelsea wanted to keep him. 3 assists, should have scored a goal, but hit the post.
Good free kick
again, and a performance in general. His general play was absolutely flawless. I'm going to risk it and go 10 for a debut as well. For a debut.
Love the positivity. Love it.
Exactly, Russ. That is serious positivity.
Just for the fact it was his debut away from home, all the crap he got from certain parts of our fan base because he's like, he's reject.
Yeah.
Gets a hat trick of assists on his debut. As we said about the free kick, hit the post, almost got a goal as well to add the boot. And his general gameplay was fucking fantastic. I mean, that pass for the third goal to pick him out from the other side of the pitch.
Great team goal, but great pass. Yeah, it was. Quality.
Absolute fantastic. And if we can get more performances like that, and it obviously this isn't an in and out sort of thing that we had, because some Richard asked in the watch song that we did, who's the last person to get a hat trick of assists in their debut. Have a guess.
I'll let Albert take this one.
Well, I don't bloody know. That's why. Good. It's a good question, man. It can't be. Give me a clue.
Number 7. Number 7.
Pires.
God,
not Robert Pires. No, you have to tell me. Oh, that's definitely not Robert Pires. Right? Okay.
No,
he left us this summer.
The last person.
Mickey.
Henrik Mkhitaryan at home against Everton.
So that is a long time ago. Anyway,
look how that panned out in the end.
Oh God, one of the worst ever swap deals in Premier League history.
Going off subject, the PSG game had 5 players sent off apparently. Jesus Christ! What was the?
How was the referee? How was the referee refereeing the game? Because that's insane.
That's mad. And they got VR.
Neymar got a red as well. So
oh fucking hell!
Apparently, that's why I
saw that comment. DWTC.
No, I'm picking.
Yeah, because our Paredes, they got sent off for PSG.
Yeah,
and so did Neymar.
Oh God. Yeah. William Fuller running place.
Fair. Or Pepe trying to follow that up.
You know what? I'm glad that said that comment's been said. You know why, guys? Because I saw social media's mad, I'm telling you. Because obviously William played well. I wasn't surprised William played well because he's been playing in the league for a long time. So we know his quality, and defensively he does give you something as well. But then people going, "Oh yeah, now Pepe's going to sort of be panicking and worry." I'm thinking, like, just relax, calm down, calm down. Like it's not that deep yet. But what it will do is it will wake Pepe up because Pepe's got an amazing ability and he's good at taking players on and doing tricks and whatever.
Yeah,
but what I want him to do, but what I want him to actually do, Pepe, for once, is actually shoot.
Yeah,
that would help. William don't do all that. William's very direct, but
yeah,
you want Pepe to do that, but he likes to do the trick. But yeah, just please, Pepe, if you're listening, you're probably not anyway. Have a shot at goal. You know, you play on the right of a free, it gives you the chance to cut it. Have a shot. Just shoot. You might score.
The thing is, we know Pepe can shoot. We know he can, but he just doesn't. And that's an Arsenal thing. That is an Arsenal thing that players just
hold on to.
It's coached. It's coached out of them. Don't shoot. I mean, that was back in the Wenger days, but
Alexander Kleb was all the skill in the world. The guy would never shoot a goal.
It's because he couldn't.
He could literally be on. He literally could be on the line. He'll go, "No, I'll pass."
And he'll pass it. He was. I've never seen a player like it for Arsenal. I'll be honest with you. He just never would shoot.
Apparently, Neymar punched someone.
Yeah.
And it was actually PSG got 3 players sent off. Marseille got 2.
Yeah. It was Kazawa, Paredes, and Neymar for PSG who got sent off.
And Marseille won 1-0, by the way. I've just seen it put my top of my screen. So great start for PSG.
Brilliant start.
Doesn't get getting off full thread of things like that. Ninth, no, it's when both teams.
That's a 7 play. Is it 7? Is it?
I think it was. I think now it used to be. I don't know if it is now, but it used to be when both teams down to 5 players each.
Oh God!
Like
5-a-side, yeah.
Oh dear. And even Dublin's saying this. Yeah, this will help Pepe.
Yeah, spot on. Yeah, 100%.
I think that's another reason why Arteta might have been insistent on getting, because it's been pretty good documented that Arteta wanted Willian, and this might be another one of them reasons. So the likes of Pepe, even not just Pepe, Martinelli being a young buck as well, coming through Saka and all that influence and things like that on the training pitch and on the pitch, and they can take little notes here and there. Trying to think now. So no, I think you
got William.
Yeah, I gave him a 10. And Russ, what did you give him?
I'll give him a 9, to be honest. I think he did well. Did he actually set up 3 goals or 2? I can't give him. I thought it was because the first goal was he was involved,
2.
wasn't he?
Yeah,
the first goal, he had a shot of goal, and it got saved, and it went out to Lacazette.
Yeah, technically it's 2, but everyone's like Premier League and all that have given him the hat trick, so I'm not complaining.
Exactly, that's what he should be, really, because without him, Lacazette wouldn't have scored. So for me, it's 3 assists, and he also, I think he's got a good set piece on him as well, and he hit the post, didn't he? I don't think you can do much. Because he didn't score. I think he was unlucky. I would have given him a 10 if he'd got a goal as well. But apart from that, he was exceptional, absolutely exceptional. So I'll give him a 9 out of 10.
Okay, and next one would be. I'm trying to think now. It'd be Aubameyang. We'll do the last. We'll do the striker last. Aubameyang on the left. Yeah, scored a goal. Pretty much exactly trademark all of a sudden that sort of goal as well.
Yeah.
We'll go to you, Russ, first for that one.
I think I'll give him an 8 because apart from it was a great goal. Don't get me wrong; it's a really great finish. It made it look easy, but apart from that, I didn't really think he did a lot else. Really, I mean, he was sort of getting into good positions, but for me, it was an 8. It was a performance worthy of an 8 for me.
Albert, what about yourself?
Great goal. I thought he was a threat all game, to be honest with you. Fulham couldn't really cope, particularly down that our left-hand side. He probably could have got more than one goal, to be honest. But
yeah,
I'd give him an 8. I'll give him an 8. I thought he was dangerous throughout the game.
Yeah, I'll give him that as well. But also touching on, he could have had more goals because in the first half he had that ball. I think it's at Willian or one of the midfielders hit that pinged it to him. He's in the air, took it down and smashed it. And the keeper got it, and also, but he saved it. But he almost dropped it in at the same time.
Yeah.
So but I think a solid 8, absolute rock solid 8. Room for improvement with more goals and all that. Take more chance with that goal. Fucking hell. But as I said about Willian of the ball, but to take it down. But he had all the space in the world. He literally could have gone, had a cup of tea, done what he had to do, and then go bang. And it still would have scored. Because no one was around him. They all backed off him. Like,
they did.
It's like, okay, great. I'm not happy. Good for me because he's my captain on my FPL team. So
there you go.
But we wish we had Salah though. That was the thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh man.
I have Vardy as well in my team, so that's not too bad. He was my vice captain. He got 2, so
I got 10 points for him today, Vardy. And lastly, Lacazette. For me, I think I'll give him a solid 8. Scored a goal. It was a tap-in, but it is a goal in the day. Again, it breeds confidence, and his performance as a whole was, I think, one of his best performances in a while under Arteta. He didn't have to, and because of how everything was set up and everyone else was playing, he didn't have to drop so far fucking deep into the midfield to get the ball. He could actually stay up front. He actually did stay up there as well. He didn't force. He didn't. I want to come. No, he stayed where he was, and you saw a much all-round performance for him. He looked threatening. The amount of times he got taken out by bloody Hector was beyond.
Hector, I can't believe he stayed on.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, especially after that tackle on Xhaka when he fucking took his ankle, but because he grabbed him and brought him down nicely, that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, bloody hell. But I think a solid 8 is, I think, a fair rating. And a very solid 8 as well. Albert, what about you? Do you agree, or a bit higher, a bit lower?
No, I agree with definitely an 8. I'm glad to see him score actually away from home because his record has not been great away from home for Arsenal, man, at all. It's very few goals. I think, not many. So it's good to see him get off the sheet, get off to a good start. Onwards and upwards, hopefully. Do you think he'll be here before the end of the window?
I think so.
Unless there's a really, really big bid that we can't refuse, I think he'll still be here. He's still got 2 years left, hasn't he? So we're not at that point where we need to actually start pushing to sell. So
plus it takes whilst he's at the club, it eases that pressure off Eddie as well. Because otherwise, it's just Eddie. Because it seems that Arteta wants to play Aubameyang out on the left. Otherwise, you have to then adjust things again and put him down the middle and ease the pressure off Eddie, because otherwise there's a lot of pressure on Eddie then to sort of up in his performance and all that. And that could break him as well. So I personally, going by what the interviews with Arteta and Lacazette afterwards, I don't see him leaving personally, but hopefully by that case then, because he's in the last 2 years, 2 years now, if we're looking to keep him on for another year or two beyond his current contract, talk to him, get him to sign a deal. If not, come January, start putting feelers out, see if anyone's interested.
You have to
for the summer. Don't let him run down the contract to either do an Ozil. I don't think he would do an Ozil. Obviously, if he didn't, he actually wants to play. That's the difference between him and an Ozil. But
I think the main reason why I asked that was because we've been linked with that guy from Celtic for quite a while now. Edouard. It could, you know what? It wouldn't surprise me, but that's the only reason why I sort of asked it, really.
Yeah, well, Robin here again. Another great question. It says, He says, I think Laka got a lot of flack last season, but I don't think I'll agree with this. By the way, I think he didn't come back fully fit after his injury back in October. It reflected in his performances throughout the whole season.
He got an injury at Ryan. Was it? I think it was even. Was it? It must have been the Emirates. Was it the Emirates Cup? Was it?
The Emirates Cup, and he literally instead of resting and actually making it fully recover, because it was an ankle injury, it was a sprain or something like that. Instead of having a full recovery, he literally came back the following week and he was on the ball. Literally got to start the season. And because he tried playing through the pain, it affected his performance. And he got to a point where he's actually, no, I've got to take the rest. But he never again took a month off. And it wasn't because he hadn't done it initially. It still wasn't fully recovered, and it affected him throughout the whole season. Where he did look a lot fitter, as in more trim and literally like ready to go yesterday compared to you looked at him last season. He looked a bit.
Yeah, he did look a bit overweight some parts of the season.
He's my favourite player, Lacazette. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, absolutely. He's absolutely. Because again, with Lacazette a couple of years when he played the season for us, when everyone's having to discuss with him and Aubameyang through the middle, I was like, through the middle wise,
it's always Lacazette.
As overall, it was always really Lacazette because Lacazette offers us more than what Aubameyang does. And don't get me wrong, Aubameyang scores goals, but again, he's out in the wing. He's still scoring stupid amount of goals.
Yeah.
But Lacazette as a whole gives us so much more.
Through
the middle, as in the hold-up play, things like that, draws in the fouls.
He does bind us a lot of times. He wins us a lot of free kicks.
Yeah.
Even if he does go down like he's been shot, but it's fine.
Hey, I'll take it. So, remember, what was it last season? I can't remember who it was. He did it. I was at the game. I was at the clock end, didn't it? I think it was Villa. Villa home. It was a home game, obviously. In the clock end, and suddenly he had a square up with one of the players. It was a European game, sorry.
Yeah.
In the Thursday night in the clock end, and literally he was having a scrub with one of their wingers, and because the winger slightly leant towards him, he went. Fucking didn't even get touched. Done a Rivaldo on us.
Yeah, Lacazette. The French guys they know how to win free kicks, man.
Yeah. Remember, even taking it out of the equation, Sanchez a few years ago, Leicester City at home.
Yeah.
Obviously, Fuchs was trying to take a throw in. To be honest, Lacazette, Sanchez was doing nothing wrong at the time. He was trying to put him off, like jump up in the air, trying to get the throw the ball and all that. So he turns, Lacazette, I keep saying Lacazette, Lexus turns around and he goes bang against his head, throws the ball against his head.
I remember that.
Turns around and goes, oh!
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And then goes on fucking, Instagram, taking a picture with a cut lip. The shithousery was unbelievable.
Yeah,
but again, that's something we sort of need, that sort of shithousery in our squad. That sort of, as Jose says, he wants these players to be absolute see you next Tuesdays.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not. That's what we need. I think again under Arteta, that's sort of he's integrating that as well because certain things are slightly slight, I would say.
What did you guys make of the thing with Nketiah and Ceballos and the warm-up? What did you think?
I think it was just in the heat of a moment thing.
Yeah, it's handbags, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just handbags. I watched it back, and it's literally Ceballos technically went for Eddie first in the first.
Yeah, he did.
And then he did it again, didn't he? He did it once, and then he did it again. It was like
both times he turns around and go to Eddie. He's like, "What the fucking?"
Yeah.
But fair play. But as I said at the time, when people was asking in the stream at the end, I was like, if there was a genuine issue, Arteta would not have put either one of them on. Out of both punishment. Out of punishment, basically, behave yourselves and don't embarrass the club. Basically, don't reward bad behaviour and things like that. And the fact they're putting up, Danny was putting up posts saying everything's fine, we're hugging and smiling. If there was a genuine hatred, that wouldn't have happened. To be honest,
no, because it wouldn't. No.
Yeah. You know why I mention it? Because they've talked about Arsenal for years. It's the culture, and it's been a nice place to be. And But when I saw that, and I thought, that was a bit tasty happening there. Go on, Eddie.
That's what I'm saying. Bit of fight, bit of passion. That's what we want.
You do want to see passion.
You do, yeah. Martin Keown would have been loving that, man. If you saw that,
he would have nutted both of them.
Martin Keown would laugh, man.
Even Tony would have loved that. Old Adams. Oh, mate, you'd have. Like, go on, get in there. I want that.
Yeah, be rearing them up, mate.
Can I get involved?
Yeah.
Oh dear. And last, I think now, have we all given our rating for Lacazette?
I didn't, but yeah, I'll just give him an 8. I'll just follow you
No,
guys.
Lacazette was an 8, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
by the way, Ryan, William was a 9 for me. I mean, he was a 9, yeah.
Yeah, we did all that, yeah.
Yeah, Lacazette, he worked hard. He scored a tap in, but he had to be in that position to score it. So
exactly.
Yeah, and scoring on the opening day, that'll give him some confidence. So yeah, I'll give him an 8.
Yeah. And it's away from home as well.
Yeah.
It was a shame. We did one. There was a move that Arsenal done. It was a brilliant move, but I think Tierney put through Uber. It's in the second half. He was put a ball across to Lacazette, but it was offside, didn't it? But that'd have been a brilliant goal.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
Robin has also, he said, before we go into our Arteta giving him a rating, Robin says Ceballos is amazing at wasting time. Last season, he was standing there after he blew the whistle, handing him the ball and acting dumb. But again, that's Housley, and I think that's another reason why Arteta was so keen to bring him back for another season. Not just his footballing ability, but that Housley.
Yeah, Ceballos is good doing that, man. He's good doing that.
It looks like a bit of a wind-up merchant, but I'm quite happy about that.
Just pick. All I've got to say about Danny is like pick a fucking hairstyle and stick with it, because it's just gone back to the fucking his first haircut he had.
He needs to get one done like Jack Grealish, isn't it?
Well, stick back to the sides,
slick back, yeah.
Lord.
Oh dear. The amount of gel that old greasy has to put through his hair every day.
He just has a bucket full of it, sticks his head in it.
He combs it all through.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I think subs-wise, you don't really was just giving all standard 5 because they weren't on.
Yeah, they weren't on.
They weren't on long enough to actually do anything, were they? They didn't make much of an impact.
Yeah,
and Ceballos did his little nutmeg or whatever, but yeah.
That's standard.
Standard.
Oh dear. Last before we talk about things like Lacazette, Mikel Arteta, the manager, what would you give him a rating for SG's performance? What would you give him for?
For me, it's weird because every time you look, the video goes on to him, the camera goes on to him, he's always shouting. He's never sitting still. He's always animated. And for me, that's good. He's always shouting at people, getting his message across, which I think we lost that in the last few years, even with Wenger and definitely with Unai, we never had that. And I think it's great. It's refreshing to see. So for me, a 9. I'll just give him a 9.
Just touch on, I think with Unai though, it started like that. I think at one point in the first few games, what was it? BBC put the match of the day had a image where they put a heat map of the touchline where Unai Emery was up. But yeah, as you said, second obviously he started losing it. He just got revolted back into sitting in the chairs, just like slumped in it all whole match and things like that. And even when he did come forward, he just stands there. He didn't seem to speak or be verbal or nothing. Like he wasn't the animated character we saw initially when we came. But as I texted about Arteta, he's like he doesn't want to sit down because if he sit down, he's a bit like a kid on sugar, basically.
Yeah.
Albert, what about yourself? What do you give him before I give my rating?
Let me see. It's funny what you mentioned, Russ, about Arteta. Because with Emery, he used to get so animated on the touchline, but I don't think the players had a clue what he was talking about.
They didn't understand what he was saying, did they?
No, they didn't.
Well, some of the ones who spoke Spanish knew what he was saying, but no one else did.
Yeah. Yeah, but Arteta is good. It is good. Yeah. What's I give him? No, I'd have to give him a 9. I must say, because everyone was. I was kind of thinking, who's he gonna pick like team wise? I didn't have a clue, if I'm being honest with you.
No.
But having seen the team that played yesterday, I'd be very surprised if that team doesn't start against West Ham, barring no injuries. Yeah,
Saturday evening, 8 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah.
At home, for me, it's got to be a 9, and also I'll take into consideration as well. It's an away game.
Yeah.
Clean sheet, and we've got 3 points.
Spot on.
Again, something over the last 2-3 years, our away form's been a bit. So that's good.
Not good.
So performance-wise, I think looking forward, that gives me some sort of hope that things are going to start changing away from home as well. That we could, cause I think, especially in Wenger's last season and Emery's first, that's what really cost us in top 4 race in the end. Not just with especially Wenger's last year. Obviously, we barely won a fucking game in that last season. We was here. I mean, with Emery, the way perform never really picked up, and also he made mistakes in the end at home. So it's just like double barrel there.
Yeah.
But you saw in the last few months when Arteta came in, the way performance was better. We were getting results. The one game we wanted to get a result and prove a point was Man City away, but obviously certain circumstances happened and that couldn't happen. But again, we've got a chance of that in a few weeks' time to right that wrong, hopefully. So yeah, it gives me, as I say, it gives me hope that this season away from is going to be fucking a lot better than what we've had for the last few years.
Yeah, but then we did win our first game away last season as well.
But also the performance there wasn't exactly
against Newcastle.
Yeah, but my point is that the performance wasn't exactly like against Newcastle very inspiring, so we say.
It wasn't.
It wasn't at all.
No, considering it was a below par Newcastle up there for the taking as well. There's so much negativity there with the fan base that no one barely turned up, things like that. They were there for, and obviously, as I said, whereas obviously with this, we've got the win. It was comfortable. The performance as a whole was good. We didn't look shaky at all. We didn't allow Fulham to cause us any trouble either. So yeah, I've got to say, a solid 9 for me as well. Any playing time this season for Bodigan?
It's going to be tough.
I think maybe the group stage against the farmer team. Maybe we get a farmer team in the group. Maybe from a bench or something like that. I don't. It'd be a shame. It's a shame though.
And even someone like Reece Nelson as well, he's going to.
Yeah, I think
Nelson may struggle for game time.
Yeah. I think it was Robin or someone else in the
chat.
Yeah. Obviously, saying that him and Willett could be loaned out.
That's it.
And again, it depends on if we obviously get Partey.
Yeah, if we get the signings, yeah.
If we get and Partey, I think that's definitely going to happen. Obviously, as long as the loans make sense, it means that they're going to come back and be better. And obviously, with the experience they would have gained, then I won't complain. Because obviously, Sabaj is only for the season. We don't know if there's an obligation or an option to buy with that either. We just know he's back for another year. So yeah, we're going to stop wrapping things up. Again, I appreciate you guys for coming on.
Yeah, no problem.
Vas, where can people find you, by the way?
If you want me, you can find me. I'm on Facebook. Just look my name up, or you can just look on Twitter at RuggyBoy101. I don't have a YouTube channel yet, but you never know. Maybe one day. You guys are taking up all the time, so.
Cheers, mate. Take as a compliment.
I'd rather watch your stuff than put out my own stuff. So. Seems like too much hard work.
Well, not well.
Ooh.
At the moment,
it's all right.
Because we'll say, when it comes to actual matches, we'll get that having to stay at home and watch it at home at the moment until it gets called. Until we have to be told, "No, season's over. Arsenal champions after one game. Fantastic."
Oh God!
Imagine though. Obviously, it's not going to happen. Probably one game. Imagine we win our next 2 games and at the end of the month, come the end of the month after Liverpool.
You can imagine. Yeah.
We won 3 games, the top of the league, and they go complete lockdown. And
another gold trophy, please. There you go.
Yeah, we've won a trophy after winning 3 games only in a whole season. The fucking meltdown.
Yeah. If we beat Liverpool, oh my God,
that'd be amazing.
We ain't won that in a long time. Long time.
Oh fuck it! A long time. I think the last time we actually won there.
7-8 years. 7-8. This
God,
was about 7-8 years ago.
Yeah, about 7-8 years, and I think it was. I'm trying to think what the score was then, because I
think Labour was still in government by then, when they Labour.
Probably.
It's a long time ago, mate.
It's too long.
Yeah. Someone drop me the chat. Come on, quick. Tell us we beat Liverpool last.
Oh dear. No. Whilst they're doing that, Albert, where can people find you as well?
Yes, you can find me on Albert J TV is my channel name. My Twitter handles on the page AUMO57. Check out my content, Arsenal related and football related in general.
Yeah. And with myself, obviously, you've been watching us on Facebook page, on the Facebook pages that I'm streaming off at the moment. You can find me on the YouTube, the Mr. Arsenal podcast. Do come over and subscribe. Get me on the road to 500. I'm currently, I'll just check now, number wise, on 417.
That's it. Come on, mate. We'll get there.
So yeah, subscribe, hit the like button, and obviously there'll be a lot more content this season. Starting from obviously Tuesday, doing a Premier League match day 1 preview with a few people. Obviously reviewing all that's Arsenal's game, but all the other games as well that played. And then obviously we're going to do a West Ham Arsenal watch along 8:00 on Saturday. Going live at around 8:00, but kick off at 8:15 because I've moved everything about because of now Sky and BT have got having a kick off because they've got to play every game at the moment for the next month.
Yeah,
everything's been moved about again. But yeah, 8:15 kick off for that, and I will be. I'm thinking of doing a watch along for the. If you want me to do a watch along, I will do it for the Chelsea Liverpool game as well on a Sunday, and also as we speak, I'm currently in conversation with a few of the guys as well from the previous Human My Quizzes to do a quiz as well about an hour or so after that. So yeah, a lot of great content coming. A lot of like we've seen tonight, a lot of great panels and all that, and guests coming on going forward. And yeah, also you can find me on Facebook, my Facebook page, the Mr. Arsenal podcast. I almost forgot. And also, if you go over as well while you're on Facebook and look for Football Fan Zone, go and give them a like and follow as well. I'm also streaming off that as we currently speak and talk about being late.
He's been asleep all afternoon.
Cheers, mate.
Oh dear. To be fair, his team's not played this weekend, so he's got that excuse.
Yeah. Probably working on more signings, isn't it?
Yeah.
Would you buy another one?
No,
typical United, though, isn't it?
Oh dear. Well, not been a bad weekend, has it, lads? Arsenal men win 3-0. The ladies win 9-1, and that lot down the road fucking get battered by Everton.
I didn't see that game at all. I don't know what happened, but I might have to have a look on Match of the Day.
Yeah, do it, mate. Big up DCO, mate. Go on, mate. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Go on, son. What a header.
He's been at 2 matches today.
I was playing football, yeah. He's got his team and he was playing.
No, it is. Yeah, so, got all that. And, here we go. Yeah, they've got beaten twice, men's and women's teams. Oh, I saw that about 8:30 this evening. I was before I came on here. Everton's ladies beat Tottenham's ladies 1-0 as well.
My God! Wow. That is funny.
Weekend to forget.
What a season! What a weekend on match day 1. A new season for you're an Arsenal fan. Your team, both your men's and women's team, batters at your opposition, and your local. And that lot down the road, the local charity shop gets battered by Everton by the same team, men's and women's.
The local charity shop.
The toilet bowl, I call it.
Yeah, the toilet bowl. That's it.
But yeah, do subscribe, do hit the like button. A lot of fucking great content coming. And also go over to Albert's channel, give him a subscribe as well if you haven't already, and give him a follow. As you see all these on the screen there, there's his Twitter, and also with that's his Twitter's handles on the screen there. Go and give him a follow as well. And until Tuesday, actually, enjoy the rest of your evening, enjoy your Monday, and see you Tuesday for the Premier League weekend preview. Until then, as always, up the Arsenal.
Up the Arsenal.